Hello, Jay Murdoch with APOS Systems, Business Development Manager. I'm joined today by Fred Walder, our Senior Solution Consultant. And we've been talking through a series of these about simplifying your SAP Business Objects pre-migration planning. The first step in the pre-migration planning is a system audit. So Fred, in terms of the system audit, we talked about its importance in a previous video. Can you tell us why it's so important and how an organization goes about conducting a system audit?
Yeah, so until you have a really deep understanding of your BI system, you're going to find it difficult to perform an efficient, effective, and importantly, successful migration. So we have to know all about our content, where it exists, and how it's being used. We want to find any duplication. We want to find any recurring schedules so we can analyze those and see if we can change any of them. We want to identify any problem content if there happens to be any, and we want to also have a system snapshot.
Terrific. So when you gain that system snapshot, you've got your problem content identified, you know what you've got. What's that going to look like for the client? What's the interaction like? What kind of information are they getting?
Sure. We have a series of reports, and I'm going to show some of them here on these screens. So the first one, we're looking at a report inventory, looking at all objects in our system, but also getting down to the user level and finding out which users have which reports. It's very common that users will copy reports into their favorites folders, and administrators may not know about that. So we need to know where reports exist. We also need to know about duplication, and that goes back to that copying of reports into user folders. We have multiple copies of reports all over the place in our system. We want to know where they are and which ones we can remove. We also want to look at reports that may have the same objects, because we might be able to leverage one report rather than creating new reports. We might be able to leverage an existing one and reuse that. We also want to know about the schedules. I mentioned about schedules, recurring schedules. Oftentimes people create recurring schedules at one point in time. They're there for a period of time. They're doing their job, but after a certain number of years, they may become redundant. These schedules may keep running and people aren't actually looking at the output of them. So we want to analyze those. We also want to look for any problem content in our system. And the problem content might be reports that just aren't working anymore, universes that have been created but not used, all different types of aspects of the system. And we want to be able to combine the data from the Business Objects audit data source with the information that APOS is capturing in the Insight database and come up with a clear picture of what's working, what's not working.
That's great, Fred. Thank you very much. Have a good day.